tail end is coming in. If you think you see the end, kind of need to look. But
You're good, you're good, you're good. Great. You got this. Luminous. Red.
Good evening. It is my distinct pleasure to welcome family, friends, the Board of School Directors, administrators, and special guests to this evening's commencement for Parkland High School, Class of 2022. I am happy we can all gather together to celebrate the Class of 2022. Tonight's ceremony is a time of reflection and joy. We remind you that this is a formal ceremony and distractions are not appropriate. We wish all of our attention to be directed towards the graduates throughout the ceremony, and your cooperation is greatly appreciated. At the conclusion of the ceremony, the graduates will recess to the 7th and Linden Street exit. Parents and guests should meet the graduates at that location. Leading the Class of 2022 this evening will be the senior class officers, followed by our highest honor graduates and the program participants. Please stand as they enter the arena. The Parkland High School Band, led by Mr. Jason LaRue, will play the Parkland High School alma mater, which can be found on page 3 of your program, followed by the national anthem. We ask that you remain standing. You may be seated. The president of the class, Hannah Yang, will now present the class key to Siddhant Khandawal, president of class of 2023.
Good evening, esteemed staff, faculty, administrators, friends and family, and of course, to the graduating class of 2022. I cannot begin to express how incredibly grateful and proud I am to be standing here to represent our extraordinarily accomplished class as your class president for the past 4 years. It's been an absolute honor. To my family, thank you for the unconditional love and support that you've given me. I would not be the person who I am today without you. To my teachers for believing in me every step of the way, and to my friends for the countless smiles and memories. Today, I was asked to speak on behalf of our class on the experiences and memories of our years in high school. After years of grappling with fractions and decimals, trading silly bands with friends, and praying for those snow days on early mornings in front of the TV screen, we entered the grand doors of Parkland High School. Scared, hopeful, naive, and a bit intimidated by what stood before us. The building was vast, with many clubs, sports, opportunities, and new faces. And come to think of it, we weren't unlike first-time shoppers at Wegmans or Weis. Initially overwhelmed by all the decisions before us, we could only grab our shopping carts and begin navigating through the high school, ready to fill it with the memories of our high school experience. As we tried to find the least crowded path through the crowded hallways during that freshman year, we inevitably crashed our metaphorical shopping carts here and there. We felt a sudden urge to pick up the latest issue of US Weekly, as we needed to know who was dating whom, what the latest fashion trends were, and all of the ongoing drama. We wanted to fit in and go with the flow to avoid any more major embarrassing cart collisions. Soon, we had reached sophomore year. Our cart was a bit more full, and we started to get the hang of it. We knew how to get around, we made a circle of acquaintances, and we thought we had high school all figured out. Until the lights went out in March 2020. We began to hear murmurs from those around us that Parkland was temporarily closed. We were confused and a bit excited to have a little bit of a vacation. But as the lights flickered back on, it was absolute chaos. Suddenly, everyone was adding 15 packs of toilet paper and bottles of hand sanitizer, flour for sourdough bread, and 2,000-piece puzzles to their cart. To say the least, it was an eventful year. Then came junior year. We were forced to do our shopping online. The once crowded hallways seemed empty, as half the students came in on different days, depending on the first letter of their last name. We had a lot of weight on our shoulders as we balanced showing up to early Zoom classes and submitting our assignments by exactly 11:59 p.m. And in the blink of an eye, we made it to senior year, the year of milestones. We added some balloons to our cart to celebrate prom, homecoming, Mr. Parkland, and of course, graduation. Our carts are now full to the brim, and it's time to check out. As we place each item on the conveyor belt, we can't help but admire all of the items that we've collected throughout our trip. There are things that we really needed, some things for fun, and some things we needed that we never knew we needed, but picked up anyway. Each item made up our own individual shopping cart, our high school experience. Class of 2022, we've made it to the end of this trip together. And now comes the most important question. Are you going to return the shopping cart back where you found it? Now, returning your shopping cart is an easy yet somewhat inconvenient task, and one which we all recognize is the objectively right thing to do. It's not illegal to abandon your shopping cart, and no one will call the police or your parents. Instead, someone else will just simply have to pick up after you. But it also serves as a prime example of whether you'll take that extra step to do what is right without being asked or forced to do it. I hope that we become or continue to be the cart returners, people who do the right thing even when the spotlight isn't necessarily shining on them, people who think of others before themselves, and people who hope to better the world for good, one step at a time. That's why I'm so beyond to announce that in memorial of the 21 precious lives lost in Uvalde, Texas, exactly 2 weeks ago from today, the Parkland High School class of 2022 will donate $4,800 to the Robb Elementary Relief Fund to support the families of the victims and others that have been impacted. Let this act as not merely our class gift, but as our first act of returning our shopping cart, an act of hope for a brighter future. As my last presidential duty, I will be passing down the class key to the class of 2023 president, Sid Kandawal. Sid, this key goes beyond tradition. It holds the weight of Parkland's history and legacy of excellence, and I know that your class will go beyond to continue this legacy. Here's to 4 years of hard work and perseverance in the classroom, on the field, and on stage. Here's to relationships that are to be continued, and here's to a future with countless opportunities ahead of us. Congratulations, and always remember, when in doubt, return your shopping cart. Thank you.
Hannah, thank you so much for this great honor. I've had the great opportunity of witnessing Hannah be one of the greatest class presidents Parkland has ever seen. She has definitely left big shoes for me to fill, but I'll do my best next year. So once again, thank you so much, Hannah. You're gonna do amazing at Penn. And on behalf of the junior class of 2022, congratulations.
The following senior chorale members will now perform a musical selection. Sarah Ed, Laurel Bendetti, Zoe Brenninger, Luciana Carnier, Giovanni Cortez, Rachel Cantor, Andrew Kistler, Katerina O'Mary, Brianna Pelizzani, Rashika Rahatki, Marcus Shin, Jenna Stansky, Jarrett Sussman, Grace Wortine, Allison Langen is our chorale director.
Story, let it echo far and wide. Make them hear you.
How justice was our battle and how justice was denied. Make them hear you. Make them hear you. And say to those who blame us for the way we chose to fight, sometimes
heroes to fight.
'Cause sometimes there are battles that are more than black and white.
And I could not put down my sword when justice was my right.
Make them hear you. Go out and tell our story to your daughters and your sons. Make them hear you. Make them hear you. And tell them in our struggle we were not the only ones. Make them hear you. Make them hear you. Your sword can be a sermon or the power of the pen. Teach every child to raise his voice, and then, my brothers, then will justice be demanded by 10 million righteous men. Make them hear you. When they hear you, I'll be near you again.
Our senior speaker for tonight is Georgie Butch. Georgie has maintained a 4.6 overall GPA during her time here at Parkland High School. Additionally, Georgie has been on our wrestling team for 3 years. According to her coach, John Trench, she is both humble and considerate, as well as a pleasure to be around. Outside of school, she received her black belt in martial arts this past March. Georgie has been accepted into the International Joint Degree Program, so she will receive her education both at the College of William and Mary and the University of St. Andrews in Scotland. Without further ado, it is my pleasure to introduce our senior speaker for tonight, Georgie Butch.
Thank you, Mrs. George. I'd like to start this off by saying hello and welcome to the Parkland High School Class of 2022 Commencement Ceremony. I'd like to thank all graduates, family members, faculty, and staff for coming out tonight as we celebrate the achievements of, and I say this completely without bias, one of the best senior classes to ever graduate from this high school. Okay, maybe I am a bit biased, but I think our class deserves a lot of credit because there is more that we are celebrating tonight than just achievement. We are celebrating endings and beginnings, journeys completed, and those that we are yet to embark on. And most importantly, we are celebrating, or should choose to celebrate, adversity. Everything that every one of us had to overcome to get to the point where we are now. For some of us, adversity was the stress of studying for a midterm or final exam for the first time ever in freshman year, or the struggle of learning a new trade at LCTI. For others, adversity was the disappointment of missing out on sports and club activities during the COVID-19 pandemic, or the difficulty of paying attention during Zoom classes in the midst of at-home distractions. And yet still, for others, adversity might have been the personal loss of a loved one, a difficult living situation, a friendship turned turbulent, or coming here somewhere along the way as a new student. You may be facing adversity right now as you sit in a hard metal chair, struggling to stay still and waiting to say goodbye to the last few remnants of high school. No matter what you might have faced in the process of getting to this moment, just know that your challenges were valid and worthwhile. But now, I encourage all of you to take a minute to look back on a time that you have faced adversity during those 4 years here, and think about opportunities you might now have because of that adversity or the overcoming of it. I ask you to do this because in my time at Parkland, I have realized that there is sometimes beauty in struggle, and I've found that recognizing it makes our world better just by changing the way we see it. I'm sure we can all remember the days spent sitting on our couches or at dining room tables listening to lessons for the seemingly thousandth time, alone, struggling to keep up the motivation when the usual things that kept us motivated for school were all gone. The usual things like friends, noisy classmates, and the ability to simply raise your hand or call out a question from your seat. Those times were difficult, but in this adversity, we were also sure to find opportunity. We were inspired to reach out to those friends we didn't see in class anymore to check in on them. Those of us who might have been hesitant to approach teachers in person have found the opportunity of connecting with them more frequently over email instead. In some way, we all put some extra thought and effort into caring about the best interests of those around us. Above all, we were reminded of the importance of those who surround us this past September, when we were once again united. After what felt like ages, we were finally able to see the kind faces of those from the other half of the alphabet. We rejoined our teammates in practice and competition, and were reunited with our ensembles on stage. I know many of us can say that those relationships that might have been paused previously came back even stronger this year, because we now refuse to let them be taken for granted. The rediscovery of friendships was just one way we found the beauty in our struggles, the opportunity in adversity. And we have indeed struggled. After all, our last entirely normal year of schooling was freshman year. But now we know that we can keep going, we will come out on the other side, and if the adversity we have already faced has not kept us from accomplishing our goals, then nothing can. We are unique in the way that we can say we have had challenges that previous generations wouldn't have been able to imagine, and we have still come out on top. We are uniquely the class of 2022, uniquely the searchers, the late-night studiers, the carpenters, the machinists, the musicians, the artists, the athletes, the engineers, the fighters, the readers, the writers, the activists, the workers, the scholars, and anything else we might have become along the way. This is who we are, not despite the challenges, but because of them. The process of becoming is never an easy one, but what we have currently is memory, experiences that have come to pass and days gone by. These are ours to keep, and we may choose to do with them what we wish. So no matter where we are headed or where we end up, I urge all of us to look back and find the opportunity we've had in our adversity, the beauty in our struggle, and to keep looking for it, because what is left in the wake of memory is us now, the present and the future. Thank you.
This evening, we would like to recognize our National Honor Society Award winners. These awards were presented at Academic Awards Night on Monday, May 23rd. Students, please rise when your name is called and remain standing until all award winners have been recognized. Audience, we ask that you please hold your applause until all names have been read. Certificate of Merit, Jenna Stansky. Art, Karen Cardewal. Band, Isabel Landis. Business, Andrew Keller. Engineering and Technology, Isaac Daniels. English, Georgie Butch. Family and Consumer Sciences Department Recognition Award, Caitlin Davis. Family and Consumer Sciences, Amanda Cohn. Spanish, Laura Quintanilla Montavlo. French, Gina Sorgi. German, Victor Kai. Latin, Sophia Sheridan. American Sign Language, Reagan Kinney. Mathematics, Victor Kai. Orchestra, Victor Kai. Physical Education, Ko Arkai. Vocal Music, Rachel Cantor. Science, Victor Kai. Social Studies, Olodemi Ladidi, Olate. Vocational Education, Caitlin Francisco. Please, let's give them all a round of applause. Thank you. You may be seated. Now it is my honor to introduce the Superintendent of the Parkland School District, Dr. Mark Mattson, followed by Dr. Michelle Minotti, who will introduce our highest award students.
Good evening. How about another round of applause for our band and chorale? Welcome to our honored guests, school board directors, administrators, teachers, staff, parents, grandparents, relatives, and friends, and a special welcome to the class of 2022. I am grateful to have this opportunity to express my congratulations and best wishes to the graduating class. You made it. I'm truly inspired by this class. Through what has been an extremely difficult year, actually, the graduating class has been tasked with navigating what has been some of the most challenging times any of us have seen. It is inspiring to see the many accomplishments this group as a whole has achieved. Parkland prides itself in excellence in 3 core areas: academics, arts, and athletics. And wow, you did not disappoint. The level of success of this class as a whole has achieved and demonstrated has very few, if any, rivals. Through your accomplishment within each of these pillars, you have made us extremely proud. Your high school, your school district received local, state, national recognition because of the multitude of accomplishments attributed to the class of 2022. This night is about you. All of this you see is to celebrate all of your hard work and accomplishments. And we are so very proud of you. You will get a lot of pats on the back tonight, some hugs, some kisses, many "I'm proud of you," congratulations, maybe a few finallys, you did it, and I'm sure many other congratulatory statements. Tonight is about celebrating those memories of the past while holding great expectations for the future. The next few years will bring many exciting choices and opportunities your way. Some of you will be off to service to this great country. Some of you will embark on a life of service to others. Some of you are off to college to figure it out. Some of you will get to work right away. By the fall, some of you are on your way to landing your dream job or making your first million. Be proud of that. Be proud of what you've accomplished and what you will accomplish. But I have one message for you. Actually, I have one last assignment. Yes, I will be that guy right now. But it's an easy one that's already been mentioned this evening, one that many of you will do without prompting. If you have not already learned this lesson, you soon will. None of this happens by yourself. Each of you has put in the hard work and time to be here this evening. Yet, we all have very special people in our lives that gave us that extra push, comforted us when we needed support, provided tough love on occasion, inspired us to be great, maybe taught us a valuable lesson about life, or were just a really good friend. My point is, people matter. So my assignment is easy. Find those people, find your inspiration. For those who supported you, loved you, pushed you, your parents, your grandparents, friends, teachers, coaches, bus drivers, whoever it may be. Maybe it's your Little League softball coach. Maybe it's your aunt, maybe it's your uncle. And as I learned from my man, Alex Fergosh, it was his 4th grade teacher that inspired him. Find them and thank them. Now don't take the easy way out. Don't get your phone out and send a text. Call them or go see them. Face to face, thank them. Tell them how much their support, their guidance, their knowledge, their love inspired you, no matter how little you think it may be. Okay, as a last resort for some of you, you can text them. Express your gratitude It's a little something in life that never dies. It never gets old. It's a life lesson that we are all in this together, and we need each other. And we need you, class of 2022, now more than ever. But I can see that after seeing everything and all that you've accomplished, I am confident that we are in great hands. In the spirit of gratitude, I would like to thank Mr. Moniz for his selfless dedication to the students of Parkland High School over the past 10 years. He will be moving on with us within our district, and we have valued his leadership and always putting the students first. He has the opportunity to be a dad tonight and attend his own son's graduation, and we are thrilled for him and his family. Finally, to the class of 2022, I offer my sincere congratulations to all of you for everything you have accomplished. I am truly honored and humbled to be here tonight. Congratulations and best wishes. At this time, I would like to introduce Dr. Michelle Minotti, Assistant Superintendent, who will present the top 3% of the class of 2022. Thank you.
Good evening. Thank you, Dr. Madsen. Congratulations, seniors. This evening, I have the honor of introducing and announcing students that are graduating at the top 3% of the class of 2022, based upon their cumulative grade point average. These students are wearing a red-gray cord over their graduation gowns. I will introduce each student's name alphabetically and ask that they please stand to be recognized and remain standing until I announce each name. The members of the class of 2022 graduating at the top 3% are the following: Georgie Butch, Victor Kai, Shlok Dulakia, Alex Forgash, Karan Joshi, Vaishnavi Joshi, Rohim Kandakar, Harrison Hunwoo Kim, Wesley Lee, Michael Lee, Lalitha Loka, Aditi Maheshwari, Sana Naman, Olademilade Olatilo, Prince Patel, Arya Raman, Jacob Seed, Elizabeth Shaw, Alexander Spiro, Kevin Tong, Veda Vandela, Ella Nancy Wu, and Hannah Yang. Thank you all for your hard work and your dedication to excellence. At this time, we have a special video presentation from Principal Jim Moniz presenting the class of 2022.
Family members, faculty, fellow administrators, and the Parkland High School class of 2022. I'm very sorry to join you via video tonight, as I am not able to join you in person for this ceremony. I'm currently in Bethlehem at my son's graduation from Freedom High School. Like any proud parent sitting in the audience tonight, I could not imagine missing my child's graduation ceremony. My eldest child was a 2020 graduate where there wasn't a ceremony. So yes, this year's ceremony does mean more to my family than it may have under normal circumstances. But trust me, I am with you tonight in spirit. What I will share is that this class of 2022 is amazing, and without question, one of my favorite senior classes I've had the pleasure of knowing over 15 years as a high school principal. This past year, the class of 2022 continually demonstrated outstanding scholarship, communication, character, leadership, and personality to help Parkland students learn how to coexist again with 3,200 students, all the while still accomplishing significant accomplishments in academics, athletics, and the visual and performing arts. Parents, faculty, and administration, you should be very proud of the class of 2022, as I know they will showcase their Parkland pride in all their post-secondary endeavors. This group will certainly make their mark, and I'm very excited to learn about all their future accomplishments. Prior to presenting the class of 2022, I would like to pay tribute to retiring members of our Parkland High School faculty and staff, and those staff members who are beginning the next phase of their lives. Together, they have spent 222 years educating the hearts, minds, and souls of our students. On behalf of the students they have served over the past 5 decades, I'd like to issue a special heartfelt thank you to the following retiring professionals. If we could hold your applause until all their names are read. Health and Physical Education teacher, Mr. Chris Bleem. Parkland Head Custodian, Mr. Everything, Mr. Bruce Fainel. Social Studies teacher, Mrs. Jody Ferrio. Sign Language teacher, Mrs. Jill Fuller. Mathematics teacher, Mr. Tarek Haddad. English teacher, Mr. Will Robertson. And music teacher, Dr. Scott Watson. Congratulations and best wishes in your retirement years. Parkland School District is also issuing a bittersweet goodbye to Assistant Superintendent Dr. Rodney Troutman. Dr. Troutman has been a tremendous building and central office leader who supported and groomed many of the principals who are currently serving Parkland today. A straight shooter whose work ethic is unparalleled, Rod's focus on what's best for the students has been integral to Parkland's success during his 27 years of experience in our school district. Rod, you've been an outstanding leader who never sought attention for all your hard work. But tonight, you deserve this attention and recognition. Thank you, and I'll ask the audience to assist me in congratulating Dr. Troutman as we wish him many happy years in retirement. Also, special congratulations to Director of Student Services, Mrs. Brenda Dorenzo, and Director of Health and Wellness, Mrs. Sherry Deeb. Mrs. Dorenzo and Mrs. Deeb's roles have been incredibly stressful as they had to manage a once-in-a-lifetime pandemic. Special congratulations to Dr. John Pfeiffer, Supervisor of Alternative Education and Parkland's virtual program. A proud Parkland graduate, Dr. Pfeiffer is always at athletic contests cheering on our students while continuing to direct our cyber program. Congratulations to Brenda, Sherry, and John as we wish them the best entering their retirement years. Thank you to the Parkland faculty, administration, and support staff for their contributions in providing a high-quality educational program for our students. A special thank you to Mrs. Crystal George, Dr. Terry Meehan, Mrs. Tammy Bennick, Mr. John Monahan, Dr. Tony Naradko, Mr. Pete Sherman, Dr. Maggie Drake, Dr. John Pfeiffer, and many staff members for assisting in the preparation of tonight's event. Thanks as well to Mr. Bill Dreisbach and Mr. Frank Anonia for providing so many athletic and performing arts opportunities for Parkland students over the past 4 years. Thank you to our Superintendent, Dr. Mark Madsen, Assistant Superintendent, Dr. Rodney Troutman, Assistant Superintendent, Dr. Michelle Minotti, and the members of the Parkland Board of School Directors for their direction and support. Seniors, this is the moment you've been waiting for. At this time, Mr. David Hine, President of the Parkland Board of School Directors. I am happy to certify that these members of the Parkland High School class of 2022 appearing before you this evening have met the requirements for graduation as established by the Pennsylvania State Department of Education and the Parkland Board of School Directors. I am honored to present the Parkland High School Class of 2022 to you.
Thank you, Mr. Moniz. I gratefully accept the Class of 2022 on behalf of the Parkland Board of School Directors and congratulate each of these students on their achievement of this milestone. Good evening, Dr. Madsen, members of the administration, my fellow board members, students, family, and friends. To the Parkland School District Class of 2022, congratulations, you did it. Knowing that I'm the last thing between you and your diplomas, I'll keep my comments brief tonight. Graduation is said to not only be a time to look back and reflect, but to also look forward in anticipation. There's a lot to look back at this year, good and bad, in our district, our community, our state, our nation, and the world. However, the events of the past year have given us that opportunity to look forward, to question things, and to make a difference. Looking out over this class, I know that you will all make a difference. Many of you already have. You're setting the bar high for those that come after you. Continue to pursue your dreams, work hard, never be afraid to help or to ask for help, because we all need it at some point. And no matter what tomorrow holds for you, the workforce, the military, or college, continue to learn. Use each day as a learning experience and lead by example and make the world around you a better place. Continue to make us Parkland proud, and congratulations, and enjoy the rest of the evening.
At this time, we will begin by honoring the seniors on stage. Hannah Yang. Rachel Cantor. Alexander Spiro. Mariana Abella Gonzalez. Francesca Rizzuto. Georgie Butch. Row one. Vaishnavi Joshi.
Giovanni Cortez.
Victor Kai.
Sarah Aid.
Lalitha Loka.
Andrew Kissler.
Shlok Dalakia.
Laurel Banditti.
Aditi Maheshwari.
Marcus Shin.
Alex Fergash.
Zoe Anastasia Breininger.
Sana Noman.
Jared Sussman.
Karan Joshi.
Luciana Carnero.
Ola Demilade Ola Tilo. Did I get it?
Wahi Amir.
Rahim Kondiger.
Katarina Omara.
Aria Rockman.
Dalir Adams.
Harrison Hanwoo Kim.
Brenna Pelazzoni.
Elizabeth Shaw.
Elio Corey.
Michael Lee.
Destiny Cologne.
Veda Vandela.
Miguel Polanco.
Wesley Lee.
Sarah Abdel Karim.
Ella Wu.
JT Kaivelis.
Prince Patel.
Dalia Abdelaziz.
Hosanna Akplu.
Michael Gordon.
Jacob Seed.
Grace Werteen.
Mariam Aljumali.
Ashton Cleaver.
Kevin Tong.
Jenna Stansky.
Alexis Abarasan.
Julian Adams.
Zaid Youssef Afif.
Rashika Rohatgi.
Brianna Bartek.
Ihan Cha.
Davian Andahar.
Danielle Vaknin.
Madeline Batista.
Xavier Mercado.
Kasim Ansari.
Marlene Argueta.
Madison Bauer.
Drew Alden.
Ko Inkenson Arka.
Alina Atia.
Emily Beers.
Malik Alkai.
Harrison Arocho.
Isha Baines.
Jillian Bennett.
Nawaf Alzaroni.
Joshua Arroyo.
Alyssa Baird.
Jessica Benninger.
Elliot Amaya.
Jose Acosta.
Brenna Best.
Sage Bortz.
Nicholas Avila.
Preston Barron.
Fatima Mohammed Banji.
Annalise Boyd.
Pierre Barkill.
Justin Barsack.
Madeline Bygert.
Nikki Boyer.
Rudy Bailey.
Blake Barthel.
Ryan Blackwell.
Jillian Nicole Brandis.
Matthew Baracco.
Douglas Bartholomew.
Grace Blennis.
Emma Brayford.
Crucial Amrutia.
Jake Bartholomew.
Jenny Watong.
Mariana Brito.
Shane Barron.
Matthew Bauer.
Emily Bortz.
Emily Bilek.
James Beer.
Brock Boyer.
Hope Broadhurst.
Lila Campiato.
Avery Bez.
Owen Breininger.
Nicole Brown.
Stella Campiato.
Monis Basin.
Anderson Bridwell.
Michaela Marie Brunabend.
Emily Carl.
Adler Billig.
Alexander Brobst.
Emily Buck.
Mary Carlson.
Eric Blue.
Tyler Buchanan.
Maya Burgos.
Diane Susanna Cedeno.
Josh Bauer.
Matthew Brown.
Sarah Butkovitz.
Ivy Chen.
Alan Burgos.
Mark Shahood.
Ariana Carpio.
Jillian Christine.
Yobani Capayon.
Aiden Champagny Ellington.
Allison Carr.
Sophia Sincera.
Santino Cardi.
David Chavez.
Carolina Catalao Sanchez.
Christina Sinetti.
Charles Carpaniti.
Will Chilcote.
Emma Carpanetti.
Amanda Cohen.
Ken Carpinetti.
Malachi Clemens.
Javalis Centeno.
Abby Cohen.
Nicholas Carter.
Eric Colangelo.
Abigail Chen.
Ashlyn Marie Cope.
Brendan Franklin Cohen.
Carmen Cortez.
Hawa Carlon.
Sarah McKenna Cope.
Rocco William Burns.
Hector Cott Lisboa.
Ayana Kofre.
Chelsea Elizabeth Crable.
Caleb Contes.
Anthony Cusimano.
Mackenzie Collins.
Danielle Crenshaw.
Jacob Contreras.
Theodore D'Souza.
Madison Conklin.
Alec Xavier Daniel Cruz.
Benjamin Philip Cook.
Isaac Daniels.
Megan Conte.
Maggie Sagan.
Kobe Cope.
Angel Danner.
Cameron Corba.
Lauren DeMay.
Lucas Dashukevich.
Jaden Dennis.
Lola Davis.
Olivia Demuse.
Evan Davidson.
Priyanshu Day.
Caitlin Davis.
Ashna Jasleen Dewan.
Xavier Davis.
Talon Diaz.
Maria DiBerdinas.
Brianna Diaz Ricardo.
Noah Dean.
Hunter Dolan.
Marco De Leon.
Paige Dietrich.
Brianna De Jesus.
Jaden Dreher.
Isaac Delgado.
Bryn Dobek.
Ashaya De La Rosa.
Mark Duncan.
Corey Dunn.
Jayla Evans.
Megan Dow.
Diana Isabel Estrella.
Jacob Eberhardt.
Cheyenne Imani Faisal.
Bryn Dreisbach.
Levi Escobar.
Colin Eck.
Colleen Fijes.
Mia Eckert.
Lucas Farrow.
Paul Edwards.
Gracie Ann Fisher.
Alexandra Elsesser.
Ethan Falk.
Wesley Engelbert.
Jenna Dawn Fitzgerald.
Emily Irvin.
Muhit Farak.
Gio Aris.
Carissa Teresa Fote.
Sydney Esquieras.
Hamza Farouk.
Siraj Fazel.
Olivia Galazin.
Theodora Fotopoulos.
Daniel Franzone.
Jonathan Farah.
Lily Galena.
Caitlin Francisco.
Wyatt Fry.
Bryce Fennel.
Tess Garchinsky.
Janacia Frazier.
Kevin Freites.
Jeffrey Fink.
Liana Garcia.
Nicole Elizabeth Freitas.
Colin S. Frenchman.
Aiden Finnegan.
Ella Garza.
Taylor Fry.
John Adams Fritz.
Nicholas Fotopoulos.
Jadenice Alize Janeo.
Sarah Mae Friedman.
Joeric Fuentes.
Marco Galatovic.
Katie Gunkowski.
Kendra Geary.
Nathan Geffro.
Sean Gallagher.
Walderis Gonzalez.
Grace Giaquinto.
Aiden Gerhardt.
Cody Galagani.
Abigail Graham.
Madison Joya.
Jack Gigler.
Jordan Gallo.
Shania Graham.
Reagan Giordano.
Michael Glick.
Max Gallus.
Mariana Grajava Condanosa.
Elizabeth Glassick.
Alexander Getz Morales.
Chris Garcia.
Doris Gruyan.
Lindsay Glose.
Michelangelo Gomez.
Ryan Gonzalez.
Shaylin Hartman.
Shauna Goliandolo.
Carson Hain.
Jacob Greening.
Haley Hartraft.
Caroline Guazda.
Caden Haley.
Jack Griffin.
Samantha Hausman.
Yogi Gupta.
Theodore Harley.
Violet Hadian.
Denishi Hinatigala.
Colby Guth.
Isaac Heald.
Sophia Hanna.
Jaden Henkeveld.
Haris Habib.
Glenn Heckler.
Kendra Hard.
Giovanni Henriquez.
Aiden Hendricks.
Michael Heller.
Jillian Hennings.
Madison Hosel.
Avi Hockhauser.
Jared Horn.
Olivia Hennings.
Amy Hoffman.
Baylor Holaska.
Joseph Horn.
Janisa Henry.
Allison Homa.
Joe Hollex.
Mason Hosey.
Sanaa Ann Hill.
Clarissa Renee Howard.
Christian Holmes.
Kazi Hossein.
Ashlyn Hillebrand.
Brianne Hammelhans.
Taiki Horiguchi.
Tyler Hoyson.
Crystal Hinkle.
Chloe Hummel.
Jacob Hurd.
Devin Ricco.
Shara Imrani.
Raisha Jimenez.
Mohammed Jabir.
Yusuf Kanan.
Nevaeh Ingram.
Kayla Johnson.
Zach J. Rosick.
Ibrahim Kashkush.
Alicia Jaffer.
Sydney Johnston.
Bharat Jayamohan.
Andrew Keller.
Sarah Janukowitz.
Ashton Jones.
Ned Joyner.
Jimmy Kelly.
Maya Jara.
Doran. Nia Joseph Doran.
George Jurdak.
William Carrick.
Lydia Jenkins Ford.
Kiran Kadawari.
Andrew Khalifi.
Jad Khalid.
Dhruvi Kadawala.
Reagan Kinney.
Jesse Khalil.
Keegan Kinney.
Mackenzie Kalin.
Aaron Klotz.
Ollie Kahn.
Braden Kirkpatrick.
Carly Keach.
Amanda Khan.
Usman Khan.
Owen Kleintop.
Kaz Kennedy.
Eliana Cromer.
Dan Kaiby.
Jaden Knappenberger.
Jaza Khan.
Alexandra Kundek.
Evan Kinsey.
Ethan Kramer.
Trinity Kite.
Amelia Kupis.
Nathan Kresge.
Jonathan Krenek.
Graylin Kurritz.
Sophia Lessa.
Benjamin Curtis.
Philip Lee.
Rahana Kurtali.
Olivia Luth.
Gabriel Lake.
Alex Lebo.
Gabriella Landis.
Allie Leverance.
Wyatt Landis.
Dayoung Lee.
Isabella Landis.
Madeline Lewis.
Adrian Lara.
Denny Lee.
Sophia LaPenta.
Emma Lincoln.
Ian Henry Lawler.
Ryan Lee.
Olivia Lee.
Jana Lindenmuth.
Sean Lynn.
Peyton Lynn.
Emily Lobach.
Jenna Mahmood.
Zachary Liu.
Michael Lowe.
Salia Lone.
Madeline Maloney.
Joshua Lowe.
James Luddy.
Melanie Lowe.
Teddy Maynor.
Andrew Lacchiato.
Adam Luco.
Jada Lubin.
Kelsey Meng.
Julian Lopez.
Ryan Makovsky.
Roma Mahmood.
Taylor Mann.
Oscar Lopez.
Luis Maldonado Sanchez.
Mara Mahmood.
Alyssa Marrero.
Kai Julian Mangahas.
Anaf Malik.
Julia Martin.
Jade McClafferty.
Ben Mangold.
Connor McCoy.
Faith Marube.
Miriam McGeed.
Kevin Marchetti.
Xavier McElderry.
Brooke Mason.
Sadia Melvin.
Peyton Marciniak.
Zach McKeon.
Marie Matos Laura.
Lauren Micheletti.
Ben Maskell.
AJ Madero.
Ainsley Maddox.
Aubrey Michaels.
Liam John McCary.
Nico Medlar.
Lily Mayer.
Kayla Miles.
Luke William Meehan.
Ethan Melcher.
Natalie Miller.
Andrea Marie Monkevich.
Will Meeker.
Luke Midget.
Olivia Miskanik.
Sophia Morgan.
Michael Mendez.
Elias Miller.
Amira Mowad.
Ava Morrison.
Louis Mello.
Justin Mignetti.
Natalie Modrich.
Shabnan Mosharraf.
Jengiz Mamadowski.
Dominic Morabito.
Paige Mokris.
Rebecca Zariah Mans.
Peter Mercatelli.
Zachary Santiago Morales.
Neve Molyneux.
Allison Mosser.
Robert Moyer.
Nathan Moser.
Nevaeh Moyer.
Vivian Nguyen.
Gregory Munoz Rodriguez.
Andrew Nguyen.
Iman Mughal.
Julia Novelli.
Zandria Medan.
Jaden Nguyen.
Morgan Napolitano.
Hannah Nowak.
Mohid Naveed.
Zach Nugent.
Kyra Medina.
Ismani Nunez Marte.
Alex Neely.
Dominic Ortiz.
Faith Nash.
Catherine O'Brien.
Reed Negron.
Edward Ortuno.
Grace Nation.
Marissa Olenwine.
Justin Ost.
Emerson Ortuno.
Rachel Olson.
Sabah Shaquille Pira.
Mohammed Ovet.
Arman Patel.
Logan Oswald.
Kaylin Peng.
Isaiah Page.
Casper Pazur.
Zune Parr.
Janae Perry.
Brandon Palmer.
Ellie Peralta.
Dhruti Patel.
Bobby Perez.
Mikkel Palmieri.
Gavin Phillip.
Melissa Patel.
Brianna Peters.
Ants Patel.
Griffin Pinkham.
Shrina Patel.
Lauren Phillips.
Matthew Ponte.
Anthony Plessel.
Jenna Piakevitz.
Nishka Rajaboyna.
Nicholas Porcaro.
Matthew Cario.
Georgia Pfeiffer.
Damini Ramanujan Kumar.
Cameron Price.
Jairo Cabardo Kimno.
Emily Pishak.
Ara Camela Ramos.
Roman Pugash.
Ethan Radio.
Ashley Prout.
Megan Grace Randolph.
Adam Purcell.
Muhammad Rahman.
Uma Parani.
Malika Rotanzi.
Laura Valeria Quintanilla.
Mark Ramos.
Matthew Rance.
Zoe Rao.
Kelsey Ream.
Will Ramos Cruz.
Christopher Rarick.
Alondra Rivera Reyes.
Haley Reinhard.
Dominic Rieger.
Eshawn Reed.
Jadalyn Rodriguez.
Natalie Reyes.
Trevor Reimer.
Jackson Reed.
Winter Rohan.
Layla Rezwi.
Brody Ritter.
Taylor Reel.
Alexandria Roland.
Ariana Richard.
Nicholas Rivera.
Zach Reitler.
Jael Romaine.
Gianna Rivera.
Matt Rivera.
Mel Rivers.
Sophia Romano.
Savannah Romig.
Sean Rivera.
Vittorio James Rosado.
Emma Remy.
Rachel Roos.
Daniel J. Rodriguez.
Vincent Anthony Rizzuto.
Lucia Rose Ruimi.
Jalen Ross.
Nate Rodriguez.
Austin Robertson.
Gabriela Michelle Ruiz.
Allison Roth.
Justin Rothline.
Asher Robinson.
Janitza Ruiz.
Hillary Roth.
Jermaine Roman.
Noah Rohde.
Sonia Sandu.
Eva Lee Roy.
Angelo Rosado.
Caleb Rosenberg.
Janae Saunders.
Claudia Salvino.
Aaron Rosado.
Kyle Rothwell.
Ava Shantz.
Morgan Taylor Savory.
Mark Santiago.
Andrew John Rowland.
Lucy Paige Schilling.
Lexi Saye.
Aishal Sakib.
Jesse Roosh.
Riley Schlosser.
Kubra Samaz.
Parker Soursoff.
Caden Sabar.
Jesse Schmidt.
Emma Saylor.
With a K? Jarek Saunders.
Will Brandon Sanchez.
Kevra Schweitzer.
Kira Schaefer.
Gavin Scott.
Evan Sanchek.
Caitlin Scott.
Julia Shara.
Peyton Sokolsky.
Ethan Shaw.
Jack Sherwood.
Nora Scherer.
Benjamin Singer.
Andrew Chate.
Coral Shavak.
Madeline Shellhammer.
Joseph Slavinsky.
Yudli Samilian.
Jada Shook.
Devia Shepard.
Graham Smith.
Ryan Simpson.
Abigail Sherman.
Isabel Sheridan.
Jack Smith.
Besnik Sinanowski.
Madeline Serzega.
Sophie Sheridan.
Samuel Spiro.
Dante Squalls.
Alyssa Simon.
Laura Singer.
Jack Sperry.
Ollie Stroup.
Jacqueline Elizabeth Subota.
Amia Singh.
Murat Ibrahim Toscan.
Riley Stroup.
Gina Sorgi.
Madison Slack.
Sergio Taveras.
Azar Ahmed Sumar.
Madeline Souders.
Victoria Smith.
Jack Taylor.
Sean Thomas Saperka.
Danielle Southgate Sands.
Cameron Snyder.
Andrew Turnopolsky.
Evan Swartz.
Paige Spang.
Teresa Suarez Duarte.
Ibrahim Muhammad Turkey.
Mason Lee Tedora.
Prisha Shrivastava.
Lauren Staley.
Derek Thomas.
Micah Tolliver.
Meredith Starrer.
Tess Staley.
Benjamin Varmeyer.
Prasham Trombadia.
Madeline Rose Stetler.
Emma Stolsitz.
David Varmeyer.
Ty Tremba.
Amber Stewart.
Kara Stoffer.
Angel Sebastian Vasquez.
Dan Tetzloff.
Nicole Stofko.
Abby Steckel.
Sanjay Vudarapalli.
Joseph Turner.
Zoe Streeter.
Kylie Steele.
Kyle Waddell.
William Wagstaff.
Alana Strzok.
Paige Sutton.
Max Waddell.
Drew Wakefield.
Emma Thompson.
Cassidy Sweeney.
Andrew Weiss.
Nathan Walters.
Agnes Thuma.
Kayla Sweeney.
Luke Willard.
Kale Weaver.
Imani Simone Thurston.
Jenna Sevchek.
Riley Williams.
Matthew Weber.
Alyssa Michelle Tiseko.
Riley Tappan.
Joseph Wolf.
Hunter Ware.
Natasha Treader.
Jalen Thomas.
Max Wong.
Colby Wyckoff.
Sage Trumbauer.
Cicel Umaru.
Evan Wright.
Josh Wynn.
Jillian Walls.
Christy Uwechko.
Lauren Walls.
Drew Yeomans.
Claire Weaver.
Samana Vakalia.
Leah Webb.
Nicholas Zafiro.
Race Emily Ware.
McKaylin Joy Valley.
Madeline Ray Weikel.
Jonathan Zhang.
Zoe Wilkinson.
Olivia Lynn Van Sokema.
Megan Wolf.
Najeli Vega.
Sky Taylor Woodling.
Julian Vega.
Ajale Marinika Wright.
Marianne Youssef.
Paige Yatsio.
Max Zangari.
Callista Young.
Acacia Urasitz. Mason Zahn. Liana Zagrodnik. Brianna Zemuk. Aiden Piper. In closing, on behalf of the Board of School Directors, administration, faculty, and staff, congratulations, graduates. All of our best wishes, and remember to make it a great life. Graduates, please use the 7th and Linden Street gate to reunite with your family. Parkland High School class of 2022, please begin the recessional behind your president. Miss Yang, if you will.
Thank you.